Hello and welcome to the Adric Star channel. In this video, I'm going to talk about the Star Wars movie, The Last Jedi, Episode 8, which came out back in 2017. And over the years, this particular film has gotten a lot of flack over not being particularly a good outing in the Star Wars films. But I'm doing this video in defense of this film. I think that it's really the best Star Wars movie of the sequels. And it's interesting that J.J. Abrams actually had little to do with this particular film. He was responsible for continuing the Star Wars franchise about a decade ago or so. And people tend to like The Force Awakens, even though criticizing it for being too much like the original Star Wars film of 1977, A New Hope. And I really don't know why this particular film, The Last Jedi, gets so much criticism, at least from what I've read on the internet and watching other review videos on YouTube. So I thought I would do this video in defense of Episode 8. Now, one of the biggest criticisms of The Last Jedi, Episode 8, is that the writer, Rian Johnson, didn't seem to understand the character of Luke Skywalker, and that he changed the character too much. And even Mark Hamill criticized the way the character was handled. But really, I think that Rian Johnson had a really good grasp of the character of Luke Skywalker. And I picked up on this when I saw The Last Jedi at the theaters in 2017. Many people who saw The Last Jedi felt that the way Luke Skywalker was portrayed was too negative and melancholy and downcast. But actually, what I remember, even as a child, watching the Star Wars movies, what I picked up on about Luke Skywalker is that he's actually an eternal pessimist. I think the confusion comes in where Luke Skywalker tries to encourage others, but he himself can't seem to be encouraged, or he actually has a deep-rooted negative outlook on himself and life in general, at least initially. He's always quick to encourage others, like there's many examples. One that comes to mind in the original Star Wars is after the attack of the Tusken Raiders, when they meet Obi-Wan Kenobi, and Luke finds C-3PO damaged with his arm knocked off, and C-3PO is trying to encourage Luke to just leave him there, but Luke is quick to encourage him, saying, "What kind of talk is that?" Or uh, or when Han Solo doesn't want to risk his neck to save the princess, he's very manipulative and crafty in encouraging Han Solo about how rich the princess is, and he knows how to even work people mentally for a greater good. And yet, when others try to encourage him, he seems to shrug it off. And I picked up on that at a very young age. So I think that Rian Johnson really understood the character of Luke Skywalker, and he compensated very well for the gap uh, between the last time we actually saw Luke in action with Return of the Jedi, and now we see him in The Last Jedi much older, and he feels like a failure, and so that's why he's retreated on this distant planet with these monkish inhabitants. And when the character of Rey arrives on the planet, there's just nothing she can say to try to encourage him to rejoin the resistance.